Welcome to Guide to IELTS. In this video, we'll learn this idiom, to root something or someone out. The word root has many uses. Literally, it refers to the roots of plants. But when talking about the roots of a person, it refers to the family, ethnic or cultural origins of that person. However, if we use the collocation root cause, it means the basic cause or the basic reason for something. But when we use the idiom root out, it means to remove something completely. Imagine if we are removing a plant, it is completely removed only if we remove the plant, including its root. So when we root out something or we root out someone from a place or from our life, it means we are removing it completely. A few sample sentences. It is not easy to root out corruption from society. I advise you to root out those people from your life who demean you and demotivate you. A few examples of how it can be used in IELTS. If in part 1 of IELTS speaking, the question is, do you recycle? This could be the answer. I certainly try to, but regretfully not always. However, I do believe that to root out the grave issues of environmental damage and consumerism that society is facing today, it is important to recycle. Next one. Do you think money is required to be happy? I do believe that having money contributes to happiness. However, I don't think money alone is enough. One needs to have good health. I know it's a cliche, but it is also a fact. Also, in my experience, one should root out negative people from their life to lead a truly blissful existence. As for writing, let's take an example of this essay about increasing crime. There are 2 questions in this essay. So my first paragraph would be the introduction, my second paragraph would answer the first question, and my third paragraph, in which I'd be answering the second question, I could begin with, to root out crime from the society would require collaborative efforts of the government as well as the general public. So what I'm saying is, to completely eradicate crime or to completely remove crime from the society, government and people need to work together. Similarly, if I'm writing on this essay about climate change, this could be included in it. Half measures are not enough. To combat climate change, all its causes need to be rooted out. Half measures is a phrase which means to do something half-heartedly or in an improper manner. Moving on to a few quotable quotes which use this idiom. The first one by American president about the evil of discrimination. I also acknowledge that prejudice runs very deep in our society, and in the real world, discrimination rears its ugly head in the shadows where it's very difficult to root it out. This quote uses another idiom, rears its ugly head. In the next one, Vietnamese monk Thich Nhat Hanh is talking about choosing peace in every aspect of life and shunning or rooting out violence. Root out the violence in your life and learn to live compassionately and mindfully. Seek peace. When you have peace within, real peace with others is possible. Next one is by English writer Charles Caleb Colton about the difficulty and bravado needed to correct mistakes of the past before jumping into new stuff. It is not so difficult a task to plant new truths as to root out old errors. American politician Bobby Jindal here talks about the need to eradicate corruption. To succeed, we have to be the party of change. We have to root out corruption in our own ranks, and we have to be the party of solutions. In the next one, Saint Catherine of Siena from 14th century is equating human life to that of a gardener who has to eradicate bad things and cultivate good ones. Ponder the fact that God has made you a gardener to root out vice and plant virtue. We end with this quotation by writer Suzanne Collins, where she is talking about the fact that it's the bad memories which usually haunt us. My guess is that fearful events are the hardest to root out. They are the ones we naturally remember the best after all. That's it for now. Hope this helped you. All the very best.